Hey y'all, it's Raizu here, and today we're back to Bluelock chapter 320 review. Don't forget, before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get the video started.
Alright, starting off this chapter, also called Hero or Death, we start with seeing a
Death.
flashback into the changing rooms before the second half began. In there, Isagi told everyone that they should change up their tactics in the second half and test out a new pattern. He looks serious as he says that when it comes time to counter, they won't build up with everyone like before, and that instead, it will center on Rin and himself passing
Okay.
back and forth, and
Rin
they
and
will tear right
Soggy
up
are
the
the
center,
team.
while everyone else is free to try
They're the
for their own
main.
goals, calling it their variable no-top system. And as we get back into the match, we can clearly see that this new pattern has the Nigerian team panicking, as they can't believe
Rin
what is
past
going on,
Soggy,
as they
Soggy
say
pass.
that the double aces are building
A
up,
1-2.
and they wonder if they are going to counter by themselves. Also in this panel, we saw Kuso being useless like always. Anyway, as Isagi and Rin are crushing the Nigerian team all by themselves, we then get into 30 days ago to Rin's special training. Here we see some monk telling Rin to empty his mind and to visualize the void. Rin in his own head saying it over and over again, but as he tries to empty his head, two small figures of Sei and Isagi pops up in his head. Isagi looks happy as he says that he is number one. Meanwhile, Sei looks like usual
Build
and just calls
Tempted.
Rin tepid. This makes Rin lose it as he starts getting angry. But just then, the monk puts Rin in his place as he smacks him with a stick, telling Rin
Who
not
is
to
this
think of any
monk?
worthless impediments and to instead be calm, correct, and have control. He then stops screaming at Rin and tells him to release his fixations and that he must find his true essential mind. Rin looks back at him while looking pissed as he thinks that it's impossible. We then see two shadow silhouettes around him, still of Asagi and Sei. However, Rin says that if it wasn't for them, then he wouldn't be who he is now. He thinks back to his childhood and says that his true essential mind is wanting to destroy Isagi and Sei.
Kid
But the
Rin.
ego he uncovered behind that impulse was that he wanted to score goals while destroying himself, and that anything that interferes with that is just an impediment. We then see Rin getting attacked by two
I mean,
players,
once he enters
but
the demon
somehow he is
mode,
still
he
able
goes
to send the
crazy.
ball over to Bachira,
Same
who
way he
just
did in
had to show off
U20.
with an insane
Oh,
trap,
Batra?
but he then starts to smirk and says that
Batra
it's time
cooking?
for another point. We then also see Ego on the bench as he says that this is it, as he calls them his lumps of talent and then says that to humanity's instincts, soccer is a form of hunting and that strikers are the heroes who strike down their prey, and he ends it by calling it an absolute truth. Anyway, we then see Bachira, who looks ecstatic as he
You
fires
going
off
for
a
a
shot
goal?
towards the goal.
We make it?
However, I can't believe it as Oboa
Ah.
actually does something in this game as he is there to stop the ball
Oh
from his
boy,
head.
boy, finally does
Bachira
something.
obviously gets a bit annoyed by this
How'd ruin
call,
my goal,
but the
Batra's
ball
goal.
then rolls over on the pitch, and Ego then continues his little speech by saying that the one with the most
Hiyori.
suitable abilities and mental fortitude can become the world's greatest striker, and that therefore they must test their egos to see if they reach the level of heroism. Anyway, now that he is done talking for a bit, we saw that the ball went to Hiyori, who right off the bat shoots towards the goal, but it sadly ends up getting blocked by the keeper. But fear not, as the ball rolls over to the future number one striker of Bluelock, Jigiri, who fires off a mighty shot towards the
The
goal, which
fastest.
just had to get blocked by Onatsi. After that, a no-name from the Nigerian team tells everyone that Bluelock keeps coming, while Bello compliments Onatsi's block. More no-names then start speaking as they say
Dude, the
that if they
no-names are
don't get the
crazy,
ball,
man.
they aren't going to stop.
Can't blame
However,
him.
after that, we finally move over to one of the goats, who is Rin, who thinks about his brother, his rival, and the title of becoming the world's best. Hey, it's Natsu mid-editing here.
Amen.
Why not leave a like as well? He
Yes.
says that those
Forget to like
labels
the
assigned
video.
by someone else are just impediments. Just had to stop his speech to say that his pass here looks absolutely fire. Anyway, now back to Rin, who says that to purify his desire, he needs to remove the limiters on his urge to destroy, and that the state can't be
Going
so
past the
rampant,
limits.
as he needs to make it a default setting, and that he doesn't need his tongue hanging out to go into beast
Yeah,
mode.
that tongue,
Before
that
going
tongue
over
gotta
to his
go,
beast
man.
mode, we
Put it
see that
back in your
Isagi
mouth.
passed the ball over to Bachira, who gets it easily and then starts to smile as he says
Again, he
that here
always
comes the
smiling,
wild
man.
beast, which in this case is none other than Rin,
What is
who is
that?
rushing with full speed while looking almost possessed
The
as he
thing's
has his full
behind
ninja
him.
aura out, and even his eyes are starting to flare up. We also see Isagi by the side, who has
In
his metavision
Metavision.
eyes out and is not going to go down without a fight. Moving on from him, we get over to Onazi, who looks to be in total awe as he says that Rin and Isagi were cooperating in the build-up, but now they are going off on their own.
Both demons
However,
activated on the
as he takes
field.
another look around the field, he sees that it's
Nigeria's
not just
cooked.
them, as all of them are trying for goals, and he questions who he is supposed to stop. We see Isagi and Rin looking extra fired up as Bachira gets into a passing position, as he says that he sees someone,
Who's
and
he
just like
passing?
that, He fires off the ball towards
Curve.
the box, as Bello had no chance of stopping it. We see both Rin and Isagi having company by Onatsi, as well as Obo Abona, but still they are both rushing towards the spot of the incoming pass. The
Who's gonna
goalkeeper,
get it?
Ogbim, says that it's just as he thought, and that it's the double aces that are breaking through. After that, we see Isagi fully locked in, as he says that he already knew that Rin was coming. However, that's no use as the ball's trajectory is headed here, and he's on track to reach it a moment before him, saying with full confidence that everything is going according to his plan. But we then get into Rin's head, who
Perfect
has
setup.
firstly his predator eyes out in full action, as he says Isagi's name, and that if he uses his logic to turn himself into
Perfect
a tool
pass for
victory,
Isagi.
then he will give himself over to pleasure and sell his soul to adrenaline. With that, we see Rin crashing into Isagi's back, which makes
He's going for a
Isagi's puzzle
header?
pieces scatter around like crazy, as he is in total confusion. But Rin himself just slides on Isagi's back and is starting to get into a shooting stance, while he is getting ready to fire off an insane shot. We see a small panel of ego saying that Rin has reached it.
He's finna
He has
shoot
reached
off
the
of
goal
his
to live as
back.
a hero,
Oh!
no fear of death.
He did shoot off his back. And it bounced back up.
With that said,
That's actually a cool goal. Shoot off of Isagi's back?
we see Rin shooting away the ball, which bounces onto the ground before going straight into the back of the net, which makes the whole crowd starting to cheer as Rin
I
has
did not
scored his
expect
first
that.
goal this match. But
I thought he was
also
gonna try and do a
immediately a
header.
3-goal lead, as both Isagi and Rin get back on the ground. We see Isagi looking slightly annoyed, but still very fired up as he calls Rin a freak, says hero
3-0.
or death, and asks if he is correct. Rin actually looks kind of wholesome as he just has his tongue out towards Isagi and says that he has cleared his
The
impediments
tongue,
and
man.
broken his
Gotta put that
essence.
thing back in.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the chapter.
Dang, man. That was a good chapter. The rivalry still going on between Isagi and Rin and Batra. Hey, I love to see my boy Batra cooking. Even if it's the pass, if he got that goal, that would have been better. But a pass to what I thought would have been right to Isagi, and I thought he would have got that. But then here comes Rin jumping over Isagi's back into a shooting stance, and he made a goal from there, which that shocked me. Honestly, that shocked me. Well, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.